Maharaj is with us this morning. You know who Mac is. His spokesperson to our president has been doing it for the last, how long has it been now? 4 years, is it?
Yeah, about 4 years, yes.
You probably cannot wait to retire. Just a couple of weeks to go now.
No, I can't wait to remain on the job. I need my full pay until 30th of April.
Mac turns 80. I think it's the 27th, is it?
No, that journalist got it wrong. 22nd.
22nd of April,
Yeah,
you're going to
not
be...
born on Freedom Day.
Yes. You're
I
going to
was
be
born before freedom.
80 years old. And, you know, someone said the other day as well, the thing with Mac Maharaj is he is one of the few people that's been around since the very beginning. And he's one of the few people that didn't sit on the sidelines and criticize. He said, I want to be part. I want to come back and I want to be part of what's happening. Did you ever go back in the last 4 years and say, maybe that wasn't the best idea? Maybe I should have stayed on the sidelines.
Well, Rian, you know, I think I come from a very privileged generation. The choices before us were very simple. It was either you took part in the struggle or you didn't. Because the system was such that either you stood up and you suffered for it, you got punished, or you accepted the system and you were humiliated daily. So the choice was simple. Today, you guys are in a mess. You walk into a supermarket, you want to buy cheese, there's 250 types of cheese.
Yeah.
Now, which one do you buy? So today, your choices are more complicated. Secondly, in my time, the consequences were straightforward. It was a simple stand up, you suffer, accept it, you are humiliated, you suffer. Now you have to make choices out of many choices, and the consequences are many.
Now,
So you guys are confused.
No, we
You're a
screwed.
confused
That's
generation.
the word. Now, I was talking to some of the young guys this morning, and some of them were just so astounded, saying, yes, our guest this morning spent time on Robben Island. He was 12 years he spent time on Robben Island. He knew Madiba from Robben Island's time. But I want to ask you one question, and before I tell you what the big man himself said, I would like to hear from you. I asked Madiba a few years ago, and I said to him, is this what you wanted when you guys took up the struggle, what we have now? And I'm going to ask you the same question. Is this what you want, what we have now?
Rian, I think that the struggle of humankind is an endless one. And what we wanted, what we have today, is part of it. It never ends. If you look at the story of humankind, it's a struggle for us to realize our humanity, to gain our freedom. And there is no end to the road to freedom and to your humanity. We are learning today that you can never be human unless it's defined by how you interact with others. We're also learning it you can never be human unless you know how to live with nature, because you're part of nature. You're not above nature. But we were taught in the Industrial Revolution of the 18th century that man is all-powerful, he can subjugate nature. Well, we did that and we've come a long way. But now we're learning. You're part of nature, you can't stand above it.
Now, that's a big answer, but I still need the specific answer.
Well, I'm very happy with where we are. I think South Africa is one of the most dynamic countries in the world. It faces enormous challenges, but you are at the cutting edge of making history. When I go to certain countries in Europe, I just feel dead. It's boring. There's nothing happening.
Amen. I agree with you there.
So, I don't want to live in a place where it's boring. I want to live in a place where it's exciting, where I feel I'm part of history, and where I feel I'm doing things. Some things may be right, some things may be wrong, but I'm doing things, I'm shaping history. I'm part of us making history.
Now, here's the thing. When the political parties heard you are retiring, when that announcement broke, a lot of them, well, not a lot of them, all of them in the opposition said the same thing. We had so much respect for Mac Maharaj, so much. And then he defended the indefensible. He defended Jacob Zuma and compromised his moral authority.
That's a typical politician's answer. Typical. I know they are fighting for power, and they will rubbish anybody who comes from another party that is a rival. And the ANC is the ruling party. It's too easy an answer. One of the leading spokesmen said that he had interacted with me as a spokesman. It's a lie. He and I never spoke on the phone when he was a spokesman. We never met. We never even shook hands. He's building his own reputation on my back. Well, that's a politician. That's fine.